All right, we're live. Hey guys, welcome to tonight's weekly Zoom. We're excited for you guys to jump on tonight, get some more information. I can tell you we're fired up for a lot of different reasons. I'm excited for you guys to get some more information about why we're excited. I know you probably some friends or family invited you guys to come learn some more about the opportunity we're sitting on here from a product standpoint. We're really excited to find out about a product this powerful. And also from an opportunity standpoint. We're going to go through a couple different messages tonight, and those are it. We're going to go through some product education. We are a part of Lifevantage that's creating awareness and educating people, honestly, where medicine's heading. In a business standpoint, we're giving people hope financially. We're going to talk about that as well. So whichever one's for you, listen, we're just excited to bring the information to you guys for a lot of reasons. But first, I want you guys to know who I am. And let me move my microphone here. Who I am, who you're listening to. You know, a lot of times when you hear of an opportunity, you always size up, will it work for me? And you're probably trying to figure out, well, so far, everything I've heard about this company Lifevantage seems really medical, right? A lot of science. Maybe you don't have a background in the medical field. Maybe you don't understand a lot of the terminology. That's why I want to share my story. Because when I heard about Lifevantage for the first time, I was in that boat. I grew up in Tampa, Florida, and I grew up in a family of construction. We were heavy construction. We subcontract for FEMA doing disaster relief work. I dropped out of school at 16 years of age simply because, I knew chasing hurricanes and ice storms and tornadoes, being the first responders and cleaning up or with my family, I knew that's what I wanted to do in life. So at around 16 years of age, remember a lot of my friends talking about, what college I was going to go to and what sports I was going to play. And to be honest with you, I just wanted to go to work. I wanted to get a head start in life. I saw too many people waiting too late in life to get started. And I didn't want to be the guy that was 70 years old and then got to enjoy life. I had a goal from a very, very young age to go work my tail off to enjoy life with my kids. So I dropped out of school at 16, and I took the theory in life, if someone has something you want, common sense tells you two things. A, it's doable, and B, if you do what that person has and done, you should have what they have, right? So, college didn't make much sense to me, and here's why, okay? Nothing wrong with it. If you want to be a doctor or a lawyer, you have to go to college. If you want to be a business owner, I don't think you do. It didn't make sense to me to have a professor teach me how to run a business, and that dude ain't running a business. And I understood early in life that there's a lot more to life than just a textbook. Yes, get good grades, learn as much as you can, but common sense, people skills, I saw it work at a very young age. So I dropped out of school, surrounded myself with successful people. It worked. I made my first $1 million at the age of 24. By the age of 27, I lost everything I owned. I invested in a gypsum mine over in Dominican Republic, was mining gypsum, and everything was going great. Honestly, the only reason it failed is because the economy failed. If you guys remember at 08, 09, the economy went, pew. Well, my investors that were backing the whole project, they pulled out from under me. So the monthly operational fund stopped. So I came back to America August of 09, and I'm leading up to why Lifevantage. Came back in August of 09, thought I had life figured out, realized that at age of 27, I had to start life over. No car, no house, suitcase full of clothes. To be honest with you, I wasn't scared of hard work. I wasn't worried about getting it back. What I was looking at is what I was going to do to capitalize and get back to where I was the fastest. What I also identified is we lived in a world that was changing. We lived in a world where growing up with my family, all I knew was hard work, okay? All I knew was my dad and his 8 brothers, they worked hard, and they were successful because they weren't scared to get dirty, is the term you may have heard before. When I came back from Dominican Republic, I realized that hard work wasn't necessarily the answer. I realized that the world was changing. There was a lot of people pretty excited about what was going on from a technology standpoint. I realized that we lived in what was called the gig economy. And a lot of the convenience that you and I like with technology changing, honestly, it was changing the economy. It wasn't just creating convenience. It was changing the economy. And so when I was looking at the change happening, I realized that, Uber changed the game in transportation. I realized that Facebook had changed the game in communication. I realized that Amazon changed the game in shopping. And these master mega companies, they weren't just changing the game in convenience, they were changing the economy. And so I was looking to figure out how to get back on my feet, and Lifevantage came in front of me. And I'm going to tell you what caught my attention. Be very honest with you guys. I didn't understand the science. I couldn't spell or understand the words that they were saying. Here's what caught my attention. I watched an investigative report done on national TV. And if you're like me, I don't watch the news. I've realized early in life, I don't allow anything to come up here that I can't control. So the news, it's a waste of my time, right? All it is negative crap. You can't control it. I don't need to watch it. But I do know that if you watch the news on accident and you see an investigative report on top, you know it's about to get juicy. They're there to expose or highlight some issues with the company, service, CEO, person, something like that. It's not positive stuff. Well, I saw this investigative report done on this company called Lifevantage, publicly traded company called Lifevantage. And the reporter, John Quinones, a guy that you guys had seen many times on TV like myself, what caught my attention was the scientists didn't just sit there and explain much about the science. He did a blood test on national TV. So follow me. You got a scientific, publicly traded research and development company, world-renowned scientist that's making some profound claims. And I'm going to get to that in a minute. You got ABC primetime investigative reporter coming in to debunk them. And this guy goes, well, let me draw your blood. So on national TV, drew his blood. Blood doesn't lie. Drew his blood and measured something called oxidative stress. And I'm being honest with you, no clue what oxidative stress is at the time of watching this. Measured his oxidative stress levels, put him on this technology that Lifevantage was representing, and in just 2 weeks, the technology had lowered his oxidative stress levels 45% in just 2 weeks. So the reason what really caught my attention was not that I knew what oxidative stress was, not that I was impressed by the science, but there was a reason why ABC News Primetime went out to investigate this company, and I just saw the news channel get debunked, which you never see on TV. You don't see TV being news going out and investigating somebody and it being positive. It doesn't work like that. So what I found out was oxidative stress, this term I had never heard of, actually, it's a very important and positive and popular, I would say, in the medical space term. For the last 30 years, they've been researching oxidative stress, and they've concluded oxidative stress is the precursor to disease. Oxidative stress, point blank, is why you and I age. Why have I never heard of it? Why have you never heard of it? Well, because there's no solution. You see, they know why we age. They know why disease happens. They also know there's nothing you can do about it. Why this investigative report is such a big deal is something that's been proven to be such a horrible issue. They've never found a solution. On national TV, they just exposed the solution. So I started getting pretty excited. A publicly traded company, a solution the medical world has been searching for with patents on this technology, okay? So why I got excited, and again, I'm being very upfront and honest with you guys. I didn't know me saying yes to this opportunity November of 2009, the night I heard about it. I literally saw that video, and 30 minutes later, I had invested everything I had. I'd left me and my girlfriend with $200 to our name. Why? Because I understand business. And I understand the opportunity to position yourself in front of a multi-billion-dollar movement doesn't happen often. What I mean by that is Facebook didn't call me and probably didn't call you. Uber didn't call me. They probably didn't call you. And Amazon didn't call me, didn't call you. And I know for a fact, if any one of you would have heard or had the opportunity to invest in any one of those companies when they were at the beginning stages, you would have, knowing what you know now. And that's my point. So there was enough information for me to go, I'm doing this. And when I say enough information, I didn't need to dive into oxidative stress. I'm not a doctor. I don't have a medical degree. But the institutions that you and I and everyone else around the world already puts our life in our hands, in the hands of, right? American Heart Association, Harvard, Duke, LSU, the Institute of Aging, I can go on and on and on. All these institutions, we're now spending millions of their dollars researching our product. And so a publicly traded company with the solution the medical world is looking for, and now science validated by anybody and all the important people in this space, is now putting their reputation on the line. Because I know a lot of times in business you think, well, you know, I got to try it before I put my reputation on the line. Well, the way that I looked at it is, yeah, I have a reputation, and yeah, so do you. But I can promise you, if American Heart Association is going to put their reputation on the line, I think your reputation is going to be okay too. And that's why I dove in this thing head first. I had no idea, I'm going to tell you right now, I had no idea jumping in this head first would parlay into thousands of people's lives changing forever. The reason I say that is I didn't understand the power of these products. I didn't understand how they were actually doing what they were doing. I just connected the dots and said yes. I connected the dots. I'm going to do it one more time. Publicly traded, patents on the technology, solution the medical world looked for, and science no doctor or scientist can dispute, because the institutions that those guys listened to were putting their reputation on the line. That's all I needed to know, okay? So here's what I want you guys to understand. There's tons of great products out there, okay? We know that supplements work. We know they've done a great job. We just have a better way. And I'm excited to educate you guys on a better way. We're here to inform you where medicine's heading. And I want you to understand what we're sitting on from a product standpoint. And let me emphasize this. Whether you're on this Zoom to get more product education, great. Whether you're on this Zoom to get more information from a business standpoint, great. There's two things you need to know. A, the product is why we have an opportunity. Without these literally game-changing products, we don't have the opportunity that we have, right? I mean, there's tons of cell phones out there. There's tons of ways to communicate. You and I weren't complaining when Motorola had the best pager. We were excited when the next pager came out, right? But when the game was changed with a cell phone, you and I adapt. And so does everybody else in the world. They adapt. They want convenience. They want the fastest, most convenient way to go through life. I want you to be thinking about that, because I want you guys to watch a video. I'm going to play a video for you guys. And again, whether you're here for product education, you're going to love this video. Or if you're here for the business, you need to understand the products are why we have a business. If you don't see the massive opportunity and get fired up about taking these products, the business isn't for you, okay? And I'll say this, the products are for everyone. Every single person you know will be taking our products. The business is not. The business, it's for people that want more in life, more time, more money. If it's not for you, then just focus on the product information, because that's what we want you to consume. So give me a second. Let me get this straight where I can share my screen. Okay. All right, here we go. Couple seconds here. Come on. All right. All right, we should be good. All right, guys, we're going to play this video, and I'll come back to you guys in a minute.
Lifevantage began in a lab with a single powerful scientific discovery. A discovery that proved that people around us have more capacity, potential, and ability within them than we have been led to believe. At Lifevantage, we can no longer accept the limits of the human condition. So we began introducing the world to biohacking. The idea that you can be better today than you were yesterday. That you can take control of your own biology. That your health doesn't have to decline as you get older. You don't have to simply accept the hand you've been dealt. In just a few short years, Lifevantage has brought biohacking to the mainstream, shortening the gap between cutting-edge scientific research and the customer. Every day in research labs around the world, we are learning how much more our bodies can do for us if we only flip the right internal switches. So we're creating products that flip those switches. And we're doing it with a dedication to quality and safety and a different approach to selling those products. Sure, we could have gone the expected route, sold our products on big box shelves just like everyone else. In fact, at first we did just that. But we realized something. Our product sales were fueled by word of mouth and personal success stories, not marketing dollars. So we stopped paying big box stores and started paying our customers for what they were already doing, which allowed us to eliminate the gamble of traditional advertising in favor of performance-based payouts. And in the process, we ended up turning biohacking into a movement, empowering women, minorities, and all entrepreneurs to break societal barriers and realize what they're capable of, fueled by the power of leveraged income. From 127 biohackers when we began to over 1 million in less than a decade. The movement has become a global phenomenon with no signs of slowing down. And our products aren't the only way we're investing in human potential. We're creating hardworking technology using AI, machine learning, and mobility to make it as easy to run a Lifevantage business as it is to take an Uber.
Welcome to the Lifevantage app.
Because of that first profound discovery, we are fiercely dedicated to helping others see what we have seen, to see the immense potential in those around us. It's an inspiring way to see the world. It's why the biohacker movement continues to grow at a blistering pace. It's why giving back to our communities is a fundamental core belief. And it's why in a few short years, we have expanded into 15 countries and counting and grown from one groundbreaking nutrigenomic product to over 20. It's why we now have relationships with CEOs, sports teams, and influencers. It's why Lifevantage has grown from $3 million in revenue our first year to closing in on $250 million. And it's why we will never stop. Because to change the way the world sees, you can't merely settle for different. You have to be better and engineer a world of potential in the process.
All right. Let me just a second here. Awesome. I can tell you guys, I've seen that video 100 times. Get fired up every time. It's crazy to me to be a part of something so big, so early. And I have the benefit of seeing the results from both sides of the story, from what this product's doing for people and what this opportunity is doing for people. And I want to get into a little bit of both. But I want to emphasize again, guys, we gotta emphasize on what these products are, why they're different. Because I know you're probably saying, man, I've heard this before. I've heard this spiel. You know, my buddy down the street's got this good product. He was telling everybody, listen, we know supplements work. We know there's great supplements, and we at Lifevantage are not here to put any of those down. We're not a supplement. You have to understand how these products work. Supplements are great. They're designed to supplement where your body's deficient. It's like an additive. It's putting good stuff in. The products that we represent at Lifevantage are not supplements. They're not additives. They're not putting good stuff in. You see, from the time you're born to 20, you weren't aging. You were getting bigger. You were getting stronger. You were developing. You were growing. You weren't aging. You were growing. Whenever your height stopped, right? Whenever you stopped doing this, 16, 17, 18 years of age, whenever this stopped, not only did that stop, but the production of enzymes and survival genes and cells, they slowed down. And when that process slowed down, guess what? The byproduct of food that we eat, the oxygen we take in, starts building up in the body. Meaning when this stopped and the production of all of these good things slowed down, they weren't protecting the body like they should. So hence we start to age. The bad stuff starts to take over. That's aging process. You weren't aging at 12, you were growing. You were aging at 25 to 30, right? You were aging at 40 to 45 simply because of production of enzymes. So from a supplementation standpoint, they work great, but here's the bottom line. There's nothing that you can put in the body as powerful as what's there. The technology that Lifevantage owns and all of our products, you saw what we grew to. We're in over 20 product lines now for a reason. But all we're literally doing is turning the body back on. These products are neurological activating products. They are a sensor that tells your body to go back to work. That's it. So again, you can put good stuff in or you could just turn on. Let me give an example, because this to me made a lot of sense. Probably because of the line of work I was in. When we go to a city that just got wiped out by a ice storm, tornado, whichever storm it was, power was an issue. The city was run by generators. If you've ever lost power in your home, you know as well as I do, you can supplement that energy with a generator. Crank the generator up, plug the house in. I'm building a house right now. I'm putting a 25,000 watt generator that will run my whole house. My refrigerators, my washer and dryers, my 3 ACs, my whole house will be ran off of that generator. Power goes out, generator kicks on. Okay? Let me just ask you a question. When the power comes back on, what do you do with the generator? Oh, it's working great. I'm just going to keep the generator running. No, you go turn the generator off. It's there to supplement when the power is not available. That's what supplements have done for us for years. So we're grateful for what they have done. But we're turning the power back on. We're turning the power back on in the body to where supplements aren't needed. So are you following me to where this connects to the business opportunity? Because billions of dollars are spent every day on people taking supplements. So the most important part of our message is we've got a solution for people's health. If you have an issue, illness, disease, you're suffering with a situation, you're going to have results. We're going to lower the oxygen that's feeding that fire. We're going to lower the oxidative stress, okay? If you're a health nut and you care about your health and you want to prevent those issues from happening, maybe because it happened to an uncle or an aunt or a mom and dad, it's going to prevent the issue from happening. What about the flip side? So I know we've been talking a lot about disease. What if you're an extreme athlete? What if you're 4% body fat and you run marathons? Well, guess what? When your body's working to its full potential, you recover twice as fast. It's why pro athletes and Olympians are clear to take our products, guys. So again, this is where medicine's heading. In 8 to 10 years, you're not going to hear about supplement A through Z to take for your body. We're going to be talking about neurological activating products. And Lifevantage is the face of that movement. We own that. We have the patents on it. We've got the science behind it. We are so far ahead of the game of where we're heading, it's not even funny. You saw that long list of products. It's what we've been focusing on for the last 4 years. We know this is where medicine's heading. And so we took the science that we own of being able to turn the body back on, and we put it in skincare. We have patents on our skincare line. The only skincare line in the world that activates NRF2. It's pretty crazy when you have companies, small companies like Estee Lauder, you may have heard of them, putting articles out saying, hey, we at Estee Lauder are going to start investing and creating a skincare line that activates NRF2. And the very next sentence says, like the company Lifevantage. We're it. We're the name in the game. We own where medicine's heading. Think about this. From a medical standpoint, we love our doctors. There's probably 5 doctors on this Zoom tonight because we have tons of business partners. When they see the science, they're blown away and they want their patients to get the solution, the answer. Because practicing medicine and what doctors do, yes, we love them. Yes, we need them. Yes, they save lives every day. At the end of the day, most of the time when you go to your doctor, they find your problem and they give you a prescription for that problem. Is it fixing the problem or is it helping the problem? And what happens with that prescription? You guys have seen the commercials. You know what's sick is pharmaceutical industries became a big billion-dollar giant. The United States is one of the only countries in the world that actually advertise pharmaceutical drugs. Americans are one of the only people that go into the doctor asking for the prescription that they've already researched because they've seen it on TV and they go, this is what I need. That's a problem, okay? And what's really crazy is you've seen it. 1 month we'll see, oh, if you have this issue, here's the prescription we recommend. It may cause da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And then 6 months later, you see a commercial from a lawyer going, if you took this prescription, we have a class action suit. Guys, listen, it's time for you to take control of your health. It's time for you to do a little research and understand why you're aging, why disease is happening, and what you can do to prevent it all from happening. The times are changing, okay? Times are changing to where I remember growing up as a kid, we went to the doctor 4 times a year, 5 times a year. Mom, I don't feel good. Oh, let's go to the doctor. Are you kidding me? I haven't been to the freaking doctor in 8 years. Why? Because I think differently. I understand there's good things to do. My dog, I got a golden doodle, which is a freaking giant, 4-month-old, 35 pounds, and I got a little Morkie. Well, they wrestle and they fight. Well, my golden doodle scratched my little Morkie's eye. I'm not taking him to the doctor. I gave him our pet product, Protanum, that's going to upregulate his enzyme production, and I gave him all natural products for his eye, right? There's so much ways to prevent your health naturally, right? So again, I'm educating you. I'm encouraging you to educate yourself on prevention from an all-natural aspect, and that's what we represent. Let me transition a little bit because I know there's a lot of health benefits that we're excited about for many different reasons, but I've been in this business for 9.5 years, and while I'm out educating people on these products and they're getting results, whenever we start to talk business, people get really gun shy. And I never understood why people get so uncomfortable talking about money. Money is not bad. The love of money is not good, right? It's what the Bible says. Money's not bad. You have to have it. Every single one of you have it. If you didn't have it, you couldn't have air conditioning on right now. You couldn't eat lunch and dinner today. There's nothing wrong with money. What I found out why a lot of people don't like talking about money is because money's controlling them. Let me explain that to you, okay? We've all been taught you go to school, get good grades, which I agree. Go to college, you get a degree, if that's your prerogative, and then go find a good job and work it for 40 years and then retire. How's that working out for everybody? I don't know about you, but I'm hearing way too much about people working 35 years or 27 years at a place. They were 6 months away from retiring, and, well, CEO came in and said they're not needed. Guys, we live in what's called a gig economy, and this little bad boy right here is doing away with majority of the jobs out there, okay? So the point of it is the system that we're taught, and we're guilty of it. We still tell our kids, I still tell my kids, good grades at school. I'm not too much on them going to college, depending on what they want to do in life. I want them to follow their passion, depending on what that is. Then we'll talk about college if it's needed. But at the end of the day, you've got to think outside the box, okay? What I love about this opportunity is I don't really care how your childhood was. I don't care if my dad was killed when I was 14 years of age, okay? I don't really care if you guys had a good childhood or a bad one. Here's what I love about this opportunity is usually in traditional business, you need to have been around the right people at the right time. Not everyone, most successful people knew someone, dad, uncle, brother, cousin, someone. If you don't know those people, you're screwed, right? Not in this game. What I love about this is it's an equal playing field. What I love about this is if you want change financially or you want time with your family, we've got the opportunity. And let me talk about that for a second. Because what you're not taught in school is financial freedom. What I'm going to teach you is financial freedom. Well, financial freedom is earning money to do things in life. The freedom comes in you have time to enjoy it. How many people do you know are making a lot of money in traditional business but have no time for their kids? How many people do you know get 2 weeks a year for vacation because they're out working? Listen, if you're a gentleman on this, we have a job to do. And listen, there's a lot of moms out there providing, and I applaud you. But at the end of the day, as a man, I feel my responsibility is to provide for my family. And until Lifevantage, I just thought the bigger the house, the more money I made was the level of success I made for my family. What I realized is being a father and being a husband and being in a position to where I can work from home and take them to school and pick them up from school and do things when I want, whenever I want, that is what my job is as a husband and father. And the only way that's possible is to create residual income. So The exciting thing about the opportunity of Lifevantage is that's what it does. So let me just tell you guys something so you guys understand the possibilities. Right now, Lifevantage is doing $250 million. When I got started, they were doing $3 million. Now we're at $250 million, okay? Stock price was at 37 cents. We're at roughly about 12 bucks. It fluctuates. A lot of day traders go in and out of it. Roughly about 12 bucks. When I got started with this, we didn't know what we were doing. We had one product. Enough made sense for a handful of people to go, we're going for it. And in 16 months, that residual check turned into 10 grand a month. In 28 months, that residual check turned into 40 grand a month. The reason I tell you guys that is not that money makes you happy. And not that I'm saying that income is to impress you. What I'm telling you is I'm 38 years old. I'm a full-time dad, a full-time husband, and I help people out every single day with their illnesses, and I prevent them from the illnesses ever happening, and I help them, give them hope financially, because majority of the people are in a rut. 75% of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck. That's why majority of people don't like talking about money. 75% of Americans, they have to make sure that their check has cleared the bank account before they can pay their bills. That's not a way to live life, okay? So what we're offering at Lifevantage is products that you need to consume because they're life-changing, and the results are there. It's proven to work 100% of every animal tested. The reason I said my dog's on the products, we have a dog product. It's absolutely exploding with the animal states, with race horses in Kentucky and Wellington, Florida, and in upstate New York. It's insane what these products are doing for people. Why? Because it makes your body do what it's supposed to do. That's it. It's not a miracle pill, okay? This isn't one of these things that it works on me and let's hope it works on you. It works on 100% of every mammal tested, and we're turning the body back on. This isn't I wonder if people might take our product. This is where things are heading, and you have an opportunity to benefit financially from it. So guys, I'm going to close with this. The product is for every single one of you. Get back with the person that invited you and get on our products ASAP, okay? I've yet to find a person that has found this information that says, oh, $1.50 a day, I'll just stay aging. The flip side to it is if you're in a situation, maybe you're not seeing your kids enough, maybe you're not seeing your wife enough or your husband enough, or your mom and your dad, or as a husband and wife, are both working to provide, and you need to make a little bit of extra income. Let me just tell you something. Do you know how many people are turning to Uber? Listen, I'm glad Uber is offering job opportunities for a lot of people. Why don't you ask people what they're making? It is ridiculous, and it just shows me how desperate people are to make a little extra money. I don't want you to make extra money with your kids in the back seat. I want you to make extra money with your kids in the bedroom. As soon as this Zoom's over, I'm going to go in the other bedroom with my kids and my wife. I don't have to fly home from a business trip. Guys, it's unreal, so real, to create financial freedom, and you can do so. So if the business is for you, get back with the person inviting you and get started. Time is money. Get started. Don't waste it. If you have questions, good. Here's the one thing I've learned in life. The only dumb question in life is the one that you don't ask. So if you've got questions on our products, if you've got questions on our business opportunity, ask them. Don't be the guy in 10 years that go, oh my God, I heard about this company, I heard about this stuff, and I was too embarrassed to ask the question, or I didn't want to ask the question, or I was skeptical. Don't do it, okay? So guys, the ball's in your court. Take control of your health. Take control of your wealth, create the life that you want, create the life that you deserve, and you can do so here at Lifevantage. And the exciting thing is we do this as a partnership. We all work together. This isn't one of these things to where, oh, you're in here, this is what you do. We hold your hand. We work every single day. So guys, thanks for taking time of your night to come get some more education on what we're so excited and what we're so passionate about. Get back with the person that invited you, and we'll see you guys soon. You have a great night.